And good morning. It is morning. Checks his watch. Yeah, it's 6:15 in the morning, 5:45. Oh, nice sunrise happening just over there. I'm in South London in Battersea. Behind me, that is Battersea Park Station. This is London Overground's secret overground station. The station that isn't on the map, but it sort of is, and it only gets 3 trains a day. 1 in the morning and 2 in the evening. Let's catch all 3 trains. Yes, I'm at Battersea Park Station, which normally is only served by Southern trains, although a lot of them go through fast as well, but they're the only ones that stop here. Apart, that is, as this poster will attest, just 3 trains a day. There's 1 in the morning, which I'm about to catch, and then there's 2 tonight. 1 arrives and 1 leaves. 3 overground trains a day come here to platform 2 at Battersea Park Station. Why is that? It's because there used to be a service known as the South London Line, with trains that ran between Victoria and London Bridge. They used platforms 1 and 2 here at Battersea Park. But when the London Overground extension went from Surrey Quays to Clapham Junction in 2012, those trains all served the intermediate stations instead, except for this small curve and branch up to Battersea Park, and that meant that London Overground were required to run a parliamentary-style train service to meet the legal needs to keep the line open. And so in the morning, there's 1 departure at 6:33, and then late at night, there's an arrival into Battersea Park at 10:48, and then it departs again in service at 11:03. As fast Southern trains whiz past, I tried to work out the last time a train stopped at platform 1. It must have been 10 years ago. Now, I'm on platform 3-2, and can you see here, pulling in right now, is this London Overground train, which has come empty. I believe it's come out of New Cross Depot this morning, has run empty up to Surrey Quays, reversed, and is pulling in now. This is my train. Okay, I am the only person on this train. There's no one else on this behind me, and I've got here 3 examples of maps, 3 different types of map on this train right now, which don't show this station. So straight away you've got the line diagram here, and it comes in Clapham High Street, Wandsworth Road and Clapham Junction, and no extension down to Battersea Park. Up here you've got a regular style tube map. It just goes Wandsworth Road, Clapham Junction, and doesn't go to Battersea Park. And over here you have what I call the mess of the spaghetti diagram, which shows just all the underground services. And sure enough, again, you've got Clapham High Street, Wandsworth Road and Clapham Junction. No mention of Battersea Park. But however, there have been occasions when London Overground do admit to Battersea Park being one of their stations, and one of them is on this here. Yes, this here is an old paper timetable. Remember those? I've got this one saved back from 2016. Prior to this edition, it showed just a standard tube map inside, but this was the first time that TfL decided to print a map of the complete overground network, and for some reason, someone decided that it was time to show Battersea Park as a dotted line limited service stop. It is though shown on the TfL website. If you go to the timetable page for the overground and download the PDF, it is shown there too. But everywhere else, nope, it's like it just doesn't exist. They don't acknowledge it. It is the overground's secret station. Here we go. Please stand clear of the doors. This train is ready to leave. Yes, it is. 6:32. It's now 6:33 now. We'll leave any second. We're going to get a shot of the old platform 1. Remember, up until 2012, trains from London Bridge to Victoria used to call on that platform that now looks extremely dilapidated and unused. And if you're making this trip, make sure you look outside the left-hand side of the window for the view down onto the southwestern tracks. I scored double bingo points here for getting a southeastern train in the background as well. So we've gone around the curve, we're joining the main line, Wandsworth Road approaches. Here it comes now. It would be dead handy if southeastern trains stopped at Wandsworth Road too, providing a handy connection with the overground, but alas, they pass through fast. Right, so I've bailed at Wandsworth Road because there's an excellent breakfast cafe just down there where I'm going to go to at 6:40 in the morning. That's only half the story though. When I say half, I mean a third, because that's the 1 train out. This evening, there's a train in to Battersea Park, which then sits there for 10 minutes and then leaves again, so there's 2 more trains to get. So, you know what's coming. It's the fade to black, and in a few seconds time, it'll magically be this evening. And the fade up from black reveals that we have come to Clapham High Street, yes, with a 10:41, which is already on the board amongst the Dalston junctions, and the Clapham junctions is the one solitary train to Battersea Park. It's left Dalston earlier. I just thought I'd pick it up here. It will go to Battersea Park. It will sit there for a few moments, and then it will turn back and reverse and come back that way. That's not my train. The train coming in, that is going to Clapham Junction. I think I'm the next one. It should say Battersea Park. It is, however, displayed on the dot matrix here as the next train. It's going to Battersea Park. Yay! Train approaches. So, time for a quick story. Once, ages ago, on a Saturday, I was on this service, not this exact service, but on this line, heading to Clapham Junction. There was obviously a problem at Clapham Junction. I think the train got stuck in platform 2. And so they decided at the last minute to reverse, send this train into Battersea Park, which is what it's sometimes used for. And it confused everybody, because people were like, Battersea Park, but that's not on the map. Still isn't. So what I'm wondering now is that are there people sort of in a late sort of train zombie-like state that have gone on this train thinking it's going to Clapham, and at Wandsworth Road they might do a big announcement saying this is not going to Clapham, it's going to Battersea. Will anybody inadvertently go to Battersea Park thinking that they were going to Clapham Junction?
The next station is Battersea Park.
Been no special announcement. There's nothing that said we're not going to Clapham, so we're now going to curve off. I mean, I'd point the camera out the window, but it's just it's dark. What do you want to see? It's dark.
Actually, I was wrong. You can see some things that are lit up at night. Specifically, Stewart's Lane train maintenance depot here, which looks great, and then even better, Battersea Bus Garage comes to the rescue too, all splendidly lit up at night. Thank you, buses, well done. And then you're back at Battersea Park again.
Made it to Battersea Park. There's about 10 other people on the train. How many of them thought they were going to Clapham Junction? Step down. I think there may have been some people who were trying to get to Clapham. They've just walked over to the adjacent platform, platform 3. They're waiting for the 2304 Epsom Downs train, which will take them one stop to Clapham Junction. Me, I'm going to hop on, get the 2303. One other person has got on, and I'll have done all three. Departure this morning, arrival this evening, departure this evening. Tick, tick, tick.
I settled in for my last train of the day, and it left on time.
And that is it, we are off. That is the 2303 London Overground departure from Battersea Park. Next stop, Wandsworth Road. Go back to Clapham High Street and we'll work its way around to Dalston. So that's it, I've done the morning one, the evening one, and then this one as well. That is all three trains ridden in one day. Remember, the times are slightly different on a Sunday. It's actually better in the morning because it's at 7 rather than 6, but that is how you do the London Overground's secret station. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, press subscribe. Check out the playlist, there's a whole load more. Thanks again for watching. Bye.